Wow, what's up? This your boy DJ Manny Fresh.
And right here is your boy Juvenile, great, 400 degrees, man. Right here on the #1 podcast with my dog, Bootleg Kev. You heard?
Yo, Bootleg Kev podcast, man. Special guests in here. It's not every day we get two living legends walking into the Bootleg Kev podcast, but we got two right now, man. A lot of people would say these guys are the soundtrack to my childhood. A lot of people meaning me. Manny Fresh and Juvenile.
Yes.
What's up?
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Finally, I'm on here.
Hey, I just want y'all to know, if you told like the 12-year-old me that this was happening, I would be fucking tripping balls for sure. So this is amazing.
Yeah. They tripping balls.
I mean, bro, in meeting you, I appreciate when just the warm hello you came, you was like, bro, like I fuck with you. You was like, dude, you don't even understand. And that's the shit that, your mission is complete when.
Yeah, I felt it's funny too, because I think I told you when I first started, I was like, bro, you don't understand how much of a big deal it was recently, because for whatever reason, I got that work was not on Spotify forever, and I was like tired of going on YouTube and pulling up the bullshit like YouTube uploads of got that, and so I mean that
it wasn't on there?
It wasn't for a while, man.
For a while.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like Project English.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't find that shit nowhere.
So the 25th anniversary of Back That Ass Up is this. First of all, I always say this. I'm on video saying this a lot. It could go down as the greatest hip hop song of all time, and I say that with full confidence. I'm not saying it is or it isn't, but it very much well could be, because I can't think of the other song that you could play in peak hours of a nightclub for any crowd, and it just goes the fuck off to this day. Like
yeah.
Like it's like, to me, like you're gonna get a bigger reaction than if you play like Usher, or you play Too Short, Blow the Whistle. Like these are other records, but this record, like Back That Ass Up, is like it's timeless forever.
Yeah,
You're right too. You named two more songs. You're right, bro. That Blow the Whistle, man.
Yeah, Blow the Whistle is gonna be. It's gonna be right there with.
No, but if you play Back That Ass Up at a bar mitzvah, at a wedding, hood club,
it has happened.
Wherever
it has happened.
It translates with anybody.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Ku Klux Klan rally. Play it.
The KKK will be going in. Yo, you can play Back That Ass Up at a Kamala rally or a Trump rally. You know what I'm saying?
Play that shit at a Klan rally.
David Duke. The Klan rally. I done heard it all, man. Oh, man.
It's crazy though, because 25 years later, I've been seeing the tour stuff with the live band, and just the moment you guys have been creating with this. How does it feel to celebrate it with the fans in this manner?
It's been fun, man. It's been real fun. It's been a blessing, especially working with my big brother, man. And we singing songs that we've been singing for 25 plus years, and seeing a reaction from not only the fans from back in the 99 2000s, the new fans, like the fans that's been taught by their parents, like back in, when your mama was young, this was my song right here. Right. This is what I used to listen to. This is what we went out to. So, man, just to be living it out right now in real time is just crazy for us.
Yeah, it's interesting too, because when we think of 400 Degreez, it's an album that has like stood the test of time. But it's also an album that, for whatever reason, I don't know why, we always will hear about like the Illmatics and the Reasonable Doubts and the Get Rich or Die Tryings. But I feel like 400 Degreez has to be in that conversation more. I know it is to certain people, but it's like it's one of those albums that's like up on the wall with like Good Kid, Mad City, and you know what I mean? Like it's one of them ones.
I think a lot of it was we kind of took the nice guy approach. We was just like, we know what, we're going to let the music speak for it. But it's obvious that we definitely got to be a voice about it and say it. Because it's like you said.
Because if you don't say it, no one else will.
If you don't say it, nobody else. Because it's definitely like you said. It should be in more conversations. Yeah. And because it is not only to the South, the world. Like, this introduced a lot of people to Southern rap. Yeah. This was like, and it was a big deal for us to win the East Coast and the West Coast, because that was always a dream as a kid. Mm-hmm. I love New Orleans, but we want our records to be played everywhere. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the dream was, us growing up, we grew up on NWA. We grew up on, what Jay-Z or whatever, and we accepted all of that in New Orleans. Yeah. But they wasn't accepting to us. Like, so the big thing was we want to hear these records in New York. We want to hear these records in California. You know what I'm saying? So getting that accomplished was it was more important than making money. You know what I'm saying?
And not just that, doing it and being who we are, doing it, at the same time, not changing who we are to get the attention from New York or the West Coast. Just doing our music and being who we are, staying authentic in that. And I think that was the main thing with us. And then introducing people to the whole New Orleans culture, the way we act, the way we talk, the way we dress. I think that played a big role too, because we not only change, I feel like we not only change the way people talk, we changed the way people dress. A lot of people started wearing T-shirts and Jabots and Reeboks.
I mean, I was wearing Averex because you guys.
Yeah.
See what I'm
Listen,
saying?
I had a fucking Averex leather I got from a Burlington coat factory.
Yeah.
And I wore that bitch during the summer in Arizona.
Not even came back.
And it was like a 4X.
Yeah.
Imagine me, I'm in the 8th grade swimming in the Averex.
You had to get it way bigger than what it was.
5 or 6 of them in the closet where I'm like, damn, I could make a sofa out of this.
They
Man.
worth a lot of money now.
Yeah.
They're coming back. The Averex, but you guys put those Averexes on the map.
Yeah.
I forget what photo shoot it was where all y'all had.
All us had,
yeah. No, that shit.
That was a Cash Money photo shoot with everybody, Hot Boys. We was on the handlebars and stuff. Yeah.
You talked about kind of like wanting everyone's acceptance. You and Jay-Z had this like cool little run because he hopped on the Hot remix and then you were on Volume 3.
Yeah.
How important was getting Hove to kind of, because listen, to be fair, when Hot came out, Hove wasn't quite Hove yet. I mean, but he was still Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In the South, man, in that time when Jay-Z, when he jumped on the song, it was a great move for both of us. And I'm going to keep it real.
Because I was going to say, you were probably hotter than Hove at that time.
I wanted to break the ice in New York, and I'm pretty sure it was some grounds that he needed to cover in the South, because a lot of people where we from, we wasn't really on Jay-Z like that. I was a fan, though.
The crazy thing is, me and Jew was the only two in Cash Money who knew who Jay-Z was.
When he jumped on the song, we was out our mind.
Yeah, we was like, bro,
man, that's it. We in New York now. That's but
everybody else was like, man, who's Jay-Z?
Like, what is it? Like, what? Rockefeller.
But that was important to even how we did songs. There was really no outside influence. You know what I'm saying? And that was more so because Baby wanted to keep it all Cash Money. If you really think about it, the only features we probably ever had was Bun B.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And he was with Cash Money. He was there before I got there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that was the only feature that we had. That
is true. It was only you guys on everything.
Yeah. And so, but they didn't listen to outside music. They really did not listen to outside music. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, dude, there's a whole world outside of this. They like, nah, dude, this shit gonna stay us.
Yeah. Yo, I think, obviously, Bling Bling is kind of what kicked off, I guess, the money shit that you guys became so known for. But Flossin' Season and then like the Big Timers albums.
Yeah.
There was like Big Time albums, I think, really set the tone for.
Listen, but I would just have these visuals of like these cars that didn't exist yet, and like all this jewelry and just like I was like, yo, these are the richest motherfuckers on the planet. Like, where do they get the car with the steering wheel in the middle? But like, would y'all just be in the studio with like a dartboard and be like,
we didn't give a damn.
You'd be like, yo, it'd be crazy if we had this shit. Let's put it around.
We had this thing about we gonna speak it into being the truth, speak it into fruition. So, in the beginning, a lot of stuff we talk about, we didn't have it, but it started coming. It started coming true. So then, our imagination became our reality, right? So then we were like, now we got to take it to another level. Now we
even had some arguments about it because you think the early on what we was trying to do, and it did work, and I think Boosie and them even followed this the way we did it. We did stuff that was for the average dude. We just showed you how to fix it. We had like PT Cruisers. We had Chrysler 300.
I was going to say, you guys single-handedly probably responsible for PT Cruisers having a longer run than they should have.
You know what I'm saying?
I forgot how I got that damn PT Cruiser, but yeah.
We was, we figured out that it was more people like that than that Lambo thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then Baby turned into a monster, of course.
Oh, Baby turned up.
Yeah.
I remember when there was what was that Birdman song that came a little later with the "They Keep Spinning" about the ring.
Yeah.
He started buying cars. He went crazy. He went nuts.
Yeah.
But Manny being, you know, he being light on it for himself because Manny got, I don't know how many cars he got. Manny got probably over 100 cars.
It's funny because
Right
like you
now.
meet Manny Fresh and you're like, yo, he's like this guy. You're very like unassuming, like, you know, like you're not from the big timers.
yeah.
Like you weren't on these records
Like,
talking that
When Manny
shit.
was
You know what I
talking
mean?
about a lot of them cars,
Yeah.
Manny got a lot of the cars. I'm going to be honest with you. If you hear him say something about a car, he got it. He got it, bro. Like, he just built my last car. Like, he got it.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're still heavily messing with
Heavy.
like, old schools?
Yeah.
What
I got a
car did you
warehouse
build
full
for
of
him?
Old schools.
Oh, wait, a warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Like
You ain't listening to
like
me.
Jay Leno.
He one of them.
Yeah.
He like that.
How many cars do you own?
I don't know, bro.
How many pink slips do you got?
I don't even want to count them. You know how you feel like that would be crazy.
What's the over under?
dog?
He over 100.
Yeah.
So you got a fucking collection.
Yeah.
My son done bought a car from him. I
Yeah.
bought my first car from him. He sold me another car.
You got a car
recently.
dealership. What car did you buy?
Telling you. When he said, I sold Juve the Beamer, that's the truth. He did. He ain't
I don't send his son nothing because when I send it, I know he gonna go mess with him about it. So
Yeah.
I'm like, Brian, sending you no more cars because you be bothering your daddy about like, man, I need to get this, and I'm like,
been on me.
no, you ain't
He on
getting
me
no
right
more
now about
cars.
something he got. Fresh got a car with a ball in the back of it.
A Honda Active.
And it's driving
I don't
my
know if you
son
seen the
crazy.
little Honda Actives, the little small little
No.
Honda trucks. Like they like little tiny trucks.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I made mine into like a bar or whatever, and where you could put bottles and all of that in it. I'll show it to you after, when we get.
Yo, that's crazy.
Stuntastic.
You're
man.
like, you know what? Straight out the plastic.
He's still stuntastic.
Hey, like I'm bored. Let me just trick out a Honda.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy. You need a fucking reality show. Someone needs to put you on some sort of network. If Jay Leno has a show, Manny Fresh needs a show.
Yeah.
It's in the works. It's in the works.
Yo, I always wondered this because as a kid, I was a big No Limit fan, right? Mm-hmm. And then it felt like there was like a switch that happened when you guys came, and like I was like a big Cash Money fan, and all my friends were big Cash Money fans. Obviously, Ghetto Dope's one of my favorite albums ever. Shout out to Master P. But how what the rivalry was like a real thing. You know what I mean?
Let me be truthful about everything.
Yeah.
Before I got with Cash Money, right? I was a Master P fan. I used to listen to Master P a lot. Him though, not the whole No Limit.
Right.
He didn't have all those groups yet.
Right.
It was just him when he was out there in Richmond doing his thing. I used to like that. I used to listen
Bad
to
About It and all that shit. Yeah.
Now, a little bit before that too.
Yeah.
Like before that, like 99 Ways to Die and all that stuff. Like I was on him then. So when he came out and started doing his thing in No Limit, I kind of like. Me, I thought he wasn't. I didn't know he was from New Orleans or not. So it was a confusion with me and them. And then
Because he kind of broke in the bank.
my pops knew him though. My pops like, nah, he went to Booker T. I know him. Like I know his people and everything. Like, oh damn. So then come to find out I know all his people, Pokey and everybody, and so that changed everything for me when I got the Cash Money and stuff. When people was trying to make the friction, it was like, nah, they got on and we got on. They had their opportunity to do their thing and we doing our thing, but it's no hatred between us. The fans is creating that.
I was gonna say, can you imagine if this was happening?
Oh yeah, right now
with the internet,
it would be
the
hard.
fans would have created this crazy.
The fans was doing it, man. The fans was like trying to pit us against each other. I'm like, man, I just went to the club with Mystical. Like, y'all tripping.
Because there was like the 504 boys and then the Hot Boys.
Me and Mystical was in 3-9 Posse together back in the day, so he been my partner.
Yeah.
So when he went to No Limit and stuff, I was like, congratulations.
Yeah.
Then No Limit, then Magnolia Slim, I kind of like brought him to the whole rap world because he said he wanted the rap. I was like, nah, be serious, start writing. And, I kind of like paid for his first demo. So when he went to No Limit, I was like, all right, my brother over there now. So how I'm going to have hate, it's going to be hard to have hate.
A lot of people don't know the stories.
Yeah,
Me and
so
KL DJ'd in the same club.
And KL was 3-9 Posse, right? So that was my fam. That was the first person to make a beat for me. Besides Aubrey. Aubrey was the first one to make one for me for talent show, but then KL was the first one to make me something and put it on the track and record for it. So it's like
it was like an overstated rivalry. That
It was weird.
More fan created.
It was weird, bro.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah, no, I always was like, damn, if the 504 boys and the Hot Boys did a record together, it'd fucking
But you
got to
think about it. It worked. So that's why it was like, you know what? If that's the way it is, that's the way it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we sold a lot of records at the same time. So
for sure.
I got to give them credit for that. We didn't stop their sales, and they damn sure weren't going to stop ours. We was at it. We felt like the world was ours.
Yeah, 100%. Juvie, how often do you go back? Obviously, you have to perform 400 Degreez at this point, but prior to this anniversary run, how often would you go back and like listen to that album and just reminisce or just revisit it?
When I listen to the songs that I don't perform, right? When I listen to those, and I be like, damn, man, listen to this one. Like me and Wayne on when the Run For It. I think that was one of the songs that we could have shot a video to.
Yeah.
I one of the songs. I'm like, man, I wish me and my little bro could have shot a video to that song because people was really trying to do the dance and stuff. I think could have been a big situation.
I don't think it's too late because you just dropped the video like 25 years later for 400
I gotta get Wayne though. I gotta get Wayne though.
I mean, you got Louisiana coming.
He's a busy man. He's a busy man. It's hard to be the greatest rapper in the world, and find time for your big bro. I'm guilt tripping.
Are you guys excited? I hope he sees this. Yeah,
I'm guilt tripping him.
Yeah, let's reshoot a video. Why not? I was gonna say, I know, you guys were trying to pull off the reunion at, I think it was Essence Fest.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
now. Louisiana Fest.
That's another thing the internet turned into. There was never the Hot Boys for Essence Fest. The internet made it that. It was Baby and Friends.
Yeah, it was Birdman.
It was Birdman and Friends.
It was his
people
show.
started titling it the Hot Boys reunion. You know what I'm saying? And it was never a Hot Boys reunion.
When we was doing the Essence Festival, I was already booked for Louisiana Fest before they even booked me for the Essence Festival.
Yeah.
So I was already on there, but I didn't know it was going to be all of us. But that was the plan. That was the plan. That's what they told me. Like, man, the plan is we got you. We're going to get everybody else. I'm like, oh, cool. I said, everybody? So yeah, everybody. I'm like, cool then.
That's got to be exciting. How many? Have you guys figured out how many songs you guys are doing?
I don't think we're going to figure that out until
the night of.
There's going to be a lot of minds in the room.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Juvie, I always wondered, because you were the guy who broke this whole shit down, and you were kind of like the big homie for everybody else in the crew. How much of were you like, did you feel
not for him.
No, I mean for everybody in the Hot Boys, right?
Yeah.
But did you ever feel like a babysitter ever, low key, being around like Wayne and Turk and those guys when they were like younger?
No, not really, man. I'm talking about
he was the babysitter.
Well, listen,
because you were like you were the OG.
He being modest.
When we get around other artists, I'm gonna tell you, they'll pick Wayne. Boy, Wayne was slick, boy. Wayne had to watch Wayne because Wayne got
in trouble, yo.
Yeah, Wayne to say something. Wayne have a whole situation. Wayne was way beyond and way smarter than any kid his age.
Right.
Way smarter. I always try to tell people, hey, Wayne went to one of the best schools in New Orleans. He's real smart, real book smart. Wayne knew some things that you wouldn't expect a kid to know. So, in a sense I did, but not when it came to the studio. That's the thing. Like, my little bros, it was body in the studio. But anything else once we get on the road.
You guys are on the road, you're like, what you need?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we got to watch them a little bit. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They got in trouble a lot, dude.
Yeah.
I can imagine. I just think back to imagine being their age and then going on the Cash Money Rough Riders tour.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we used to have so much fun though, man.
How crazy was that tour? You guys and DMX on the road at the same time was.
I mean, we was just talking about this earlier, and I let him say his part, but we was talking about this earlier, how DMX inspired us, just on the way he performed. You know what I'm saying? Our first 2 times seeing him perform, it kind of changed the whole outlook on how we was going at it. How our approach towards performing.
Yeah.
Because he was just so emotional about the way he performed. And Jules said jokingly, you know what I'm saying, but it was the real. He was like, man, DMX gonna climb on a speaker. He gonna cry. He gonna pray. He gonna bark. He gonna do all of that.
Yeah,
and
you don't have a chance. You don't have a chance. They talking about, man, Juve, you got to go on after what? I'm not going on after them. I go on after anybody except DMX, bro. I'm like, and I'm known to be a closer. I'm known to be one of them artists that, you know what I'm saying, I'm a performer. You know what I'm saying? And that dude, he scared me. God bless the dead. I think he was the greatest rap performer out there, hands down.
I was just with John Manelli, who's Jay-Z's old manager, and we were talking about the Hard Knock Life tour, and he was like, yeah, the first date when
Oh, when he bet him.
Well, because DMX went on before Jay-Z on the Hard Knock Life tour.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like, we knew we were in trouble because all this dude, all the lights were out and he growled on the mic and the whole fucking place just lost their fucking mind.
Yeah, man.
I was like, how are we supposed to top that?
Yeah.
Like, this dude just prayed and made the whole crowd cry.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
it's
what
like
I'm saying. He'll bring you through so many emotions.
it's like Dewey Cox, man. When
Yeah.
Elvis went up there, I was like, how I'm supposed to top that? Like, man, you crazy? I'm the king. I'm the greatest. I'm the king. Like, hell no, man. I'm sitting back there, nervous as hell. They telling us because we in the South, man, we gonna go on last after Rough Riders. I'm like, yeah. So, is DMX made the show? I'm asking him. Like, yeah, he going on. I say, so who going on stage first? Like, I don't want to be the first.
Yeah. Like, send the kids up there.
Who
Send
gonna
Wayne
break
and
the ice?
Kirk. Yeah.
No, they go out there and him and Bird go out first.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah.
But see what a lot of us, well, me and him had already been doing shows. You know, even younger me, you know, I had records out and he had some stuff out. So he had stage presence. So what we was kind of messing up on, Wayne, Turk, and BG would just go out there and yell. They would be excited. Like, you know, just hit the stage and just talk over everything.
Right.
Juvie was like, listen, bro, there's got to be some kind of way that, you know, like when you saying your thing, I'm going to shut up. Everybody shut up. And he's like, when I'm saying me, just shut up. I know my parts. I know all of them. I don't really need you to help me because y'all yelling all my parts and y'all and just random words.
Right. It's a screen fest.
Yeah,
Screen fest.
you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of stuff we learned on the you know, the Rough Riders tour. Like one of them was from DMX.
Oh, they was mad with me at first.
Yeah, they was always mad with him. You know what I'm saying? It would be like a meeting when he wasn't in there. Man, this motherfucker is telling me what to do, man. He think he running the group.
That's funny. Yo, want to give a shout out to our sponsors at Odd Socks, baby, the most comfortable socks in the entire world. They got the Corona. They got the Office, man. They also just got the Tapatio, Street Fighter, plus the Odd Socks Basics are my favorite socks I've ever put on my feet. They're on my feet right now. I can show you. Look at this. It's an Odd Socks Basic right there. Bam! You see that X? Anyway, listen. You got to go to oddsocksofficial.com. Use that promo code Bootleg. Save 20% off. Holidays are creeping up on us. Time to get some gifts. You could also do the underwear. Yeah, let's check these out. Little XL boys right here. All right. If you're into Naruto. If you're not into Naruto, that's not your thing. What are these? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Little Ghostbusters. Come on, man. Shout out to Odd Socks, oddsocksofficial.com. Promo code Bootleg. That's our family. We also want to say prayers and thoughts with them because they are located in the Tampa area. And we just want to say we love our dogs out there at Odd Socks. And please support oddsocksofficial.com. Also want to give a shout out. We got to talk about my bookie, all right? Football season is here. I've had one hell of a run so far when it comes to football season. Not only is it football season, but it's also baseball playoffs and NBA season is creeping. Preseason action's already in full effect. Get in it on all the action. Go to MyBookie right now, mybookie.ag. Sign up for a new account using the promo code Bootleg. When you sign up, you're going to get a first deposit bonus. Yes. It could be $200. It could be $1,000. Look, sign up, get that first deposit bonus. What I love about MyBookie that they just started, you can do a bunch of dope different parlays. Like, let's say you want to do a touchdown score. You could do like a bunch of touchdown scores on the same ticket. And what I love, I just did this actually. This past weekend, I had 3 out of 4 of my legs hit on a parlay. And the fourth leg was looking good, but not sure. So I cashed out early and I was able to still make my money, win my ticket. It's amazing. Plus they got the live casino. You could play, I was just playing roulette. You could play blackjack with a live dealer on cam. It's amazing. MyBookie.ag. Get in on the action. When you sign up with that account, use the promo code Bootleg. And guess what? If you do sign up with a new MyBookie account and you use the promo code Bootleg, if you DM me on Instagram, I'm going to send you some Bootleg Kev Odd Socks and a little gift pack from all of our sponsors, all right? So go do that. Let's get back to the interview right now. Yo, speaking of live stuff, man, how cool was it? Because I think you kind of reminded a lot of people all the hits you got you know, with the Tiny Desk performance.
Oh yeah, man, we loaded, man. Y'all, and trust me, we didn't even
That
put
shit
them
was
all out
dope.
there. We didn't even do them all, man. That's the other part.
Yeah. No, how cool was that? Because obviously, like the Tiny Desk thing is like, it either like it will show everybody how dope you are, or it could expose you for, you know.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because it's really just you sitting in a room.
It could make you or break you. And you know what? It ain't made for everybody. Not trying to be critical. I watched other artists went on there, and I watched artists before me, and I kind of like studied the artists before me. Once I knew I was about to be on there, I'm like, I got to go start watching people. You know what I'm saying? And I watched Usher, and I'm like, damn, Usher done said raise the damn bar.
Watch this.
I got to get Usher. I got to at least come somewhere near where Usher at. So, you know, I got to get the big homie. Because you know this man gonna cut up. You know what I'm saying? He gonna clown. So I gotta get him. I gotta get him first, and let me see if I can put, you know, a couple more cats from New Orleans on it. Just so happened, John Baptiste was down for it, and Trombone Shorty was down for it. So it came out. It was one of those things where New Orleans stood up together, and man, it was a great thing. Especially when he did the encore. The encore was the part because we was already over time. We went way over time.
Right.
And we did an encore, and the people was like, nah, keep it going. Keep it going. We was like, y'all want to, like, nah, keep going. So,
Yo, I always wondered this because you guys have some of the most just random, outlandish album covers of all time. Like How You Love That, and like, you know, Chopper City, and like.
guess what? I ain't have nothing to do with that.
No, I just wonder, like, when you guys would put these album covers together, and there were, it was just like the craziest, like Microsoft, like
Yeah.
Just-
It was this company, Pen and Pixel.
Pen and Pixel. That's who did it.
Pen and Pixel did it, and and those album covers actually made Pen and Pixel, you know, the company.
Yeah.
Because people was looking forward to
It was
having
like-
a wild,
Yes.
crazy.
Right,
They was just
right.
like, what's gonna be their next album cover?
Like there's fucking helicopters and
a random
fucking
chick in the back with a gun.
animals and just
It was like No Limit Cash Money and Suave House. Like,
just
Yeah.
had the
if you
crazy.
watch the album covers on
Yeah,
those
I forget. I don't know whose artist it was, but I remember Pen and Pixel did one with like a big old grizzly bear on the cover. I think it was a Suave House artist, but it was just
Yeah.
like, but just that whole era of art.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It also is like, you know, it's like you see it now on T-shirts and shit. People are redoing that for like.
They
Yeah.
really do. They really do redo it. And the crazy part about it, they just say, what you want on your album cover? And the first thing I said was, man, I just want something big, like on like Suave House.
Yeah.
I said, I wanted like one of them Suave House covers. So I'm like,
We know who to call.
he said, yeah, we already going to Penny Pixel. We already got something in place. I'm like, all right, hook it up. Because I wasn't good with that type of stuff. They always said, what your input is? Bro, look, the name of the album, I used to always tell y'all that, look, the name of the album and how the picture's going to look and all that, just leave me out that part. You know what I'm saying? Just leave me out that part. Everything they showed me, I said, well, that's it right there. They said, man, that ain't even it.
Yeah, Chris Rock got an album cover.
Yeah, the Bigger and Blacker,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
you know, and he was like, who is the company that did Cash Money, you know, and does
Yeah.
No Limit stuff, you know?
I didn't
and
know that.
Yeah, it looked, it's a Pen and Pixel cover because the
It is.
mic is big.
Yeah, it's big.
You know what I'm saying?
It's got like the iced out.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I did see that. I did
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah, no, that was, you guys, I mean, very influential with that too. There's obviously a lot of talk about the Super Bowl being in New Orleans and the halftime show. What were your guys' thoughts about, you know, a lot of people think Wayne should have had it.
My quarrel, I have one thing. Now, I feel like Wayne should have had it. A lot of people do because he was out there actually campaigning to have the spot.
Right.
You know, it ain't too many artists of his stature that's out there asking to do the halftime show. That's the first time I ever seen that. And it's, you know, we so culture driven. I thought it was a good look also for, you know, for the city. But my real quarrel was not with Jay-Z, not with the Kendrick Lamar, because Kendrick Lamar is a great artist, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna do a great job in a halftime show. And I'm not even counting out the fact that he probably would have put somebody from New Orleans on, and he still might do.
He still might.
So I'm not overlooking that. But at the same time, the NFL done did like 10. So this is like the 11th Super Bowl in New Orleans, and they keep on excluding New Orleans.
Yeah, like this isn't anything new.
Yeah, that's my
right.
point. So I'm like, you know, I feel like a lot of people are mad for the wrong, mad at the wrong people. Like, don't get mad at Jay-Z. Don't get mad at. It's the people that's hiding the hand that's behind all of this that I feel like should be stepping up and being responsible and saying,
Because this isn't the first time, yeah.
and do business with the local businesses. I don't care what city you bring the Super Bowl to. You should be doing business with the local businesses and not bringing these big corporations in and just just counting us out. Because it ain't just about the artist being in the Super Bowl. It's about all other things that's going on around the Super Bowl, all the money that's being made that my city don't see none of. Being a poverty-stricken city that went through something like Katrina, that's been through COVID like everywhere else. I feel like we being overlooked again with another major sports corporation, just like the NCAA with the Final Fours. They do the same thing. So. It's a lot of things going on there that we don't like, that we trying to fix, because laws will be in place soon, very soon.
Yeah. No, I think like at the end of the day, like with the Super Bowl thing, it's like, man, like at least there's a rapper. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Because I feel like for so many years it was like we get like Maroon 5 or some bullshit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like. You know,
we'd be cool with that. They got somebody from the Maroon 5 from New Orleans anyway. So.
Do they?
Yeah, we'll be cool with that. PJ.
PJ.
Yeah, PJ Martin. Yeah, so we'll be cool with that.
Hey, man. How you feeling about your Saints, man? I lost a lot of money last night.
Man, leave me alone. Man.
I was thinking,
let's pray for the Saints.
Spencer Rattler cost me $500 last night.
Trying to pick on
Everybody hurt though on our team right now.
Yeah,
everybody. Olave's out.
Everybody hurt. Yeah.
Mickey Loomis. Oh, he don't play on the team. That's the general manager.
Yeah,
he hurt too.
He's hurt too.
Our owner, Gail Benson, hurt. Everybody
hurt. Pockets hurt.
Well, I was going to say, is it a Saints town, or has the Pelicans ever even gotten close to?
Yeah, they mess with the Pels, but believe it or not, we love our teams.
Yeah, we
win
do.
or lose.
We do.
Yeah, we win or lose. You know what I'm saying? We could have a losing season,
and we just got Javante there, so I think we got our Pelicans. We made some good moves in off season. I think the Pelicans gonna have a great season. Zion and came back body right.
Yeah, he's
we gonna clown, man. We gonna clown, man, because I don't see nothing happening with my Saints right now. So I got to turn my head a little bit and see, basketball season is getting ready to start. So
I want to ask you guys a question. Let's start in 2001 and back. Or you know what? Let's do like from the Carter 1 backwards.
Okay.
Let's rank the best Cash Money albums of all time.
Damn.
Give me the top 4, because I think 400 Degreez is unequivocally number 1.
I would say the Carter 1. The Carter 1 definitely is, is a great album from beginning to end. Like,
I Miss My Dogs was so special. When you heard that for the first time, what were your thoughts on hearing?
Oh, I was touched. I was touched. I reached out to him.
Because I feel like all the fans are like, damn.
Yeah.
You hear I Miss My Dogs.
I felt bad. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I shouldn't want my money.
He cleaned it up real good. That boy cleaned up good.
Yeah.
Like maybe I should let that go.
It was the timing with the song. Like I loved the song, but it was like, man, we was in court battles and stuff at the time, so it was like it was hard for me to feel a certain way. It was like. It was. I had mixed feelings about it.
For sure.
Yeah.
So Carter would be number 2. I gotta put. I don't know, man.
I would even say the first volume of I Got That Work. Like, it was so different from anything that anybody done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because the what we was laying down, like everybody was like, man, this dude just said he got a space shuttle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
how you love that?
Yeah, how you love that. Well, how you love that? Volume 1.
Yeah, bro.
Volume 1. How you love that?
Yeah, how you love that?
I Got That Works my shit though.
For me, the first Hot Boys album, Get It How You Live, is in my top.
Oh yeah, the first Hot Boys album.
And man, the commercials. Mm-hmm. You gotta go listen to the commercials, man. On that, man, clown.
What for you, Juvie and Manny? You guys we've all seen, like you said, like the court battles and all this. But to be in a place of harmony with everybody, where you guys, you guys obviously pulled up to the event at the BET Awards earlier this year, doing the reunion shit, being able to grace the stage with everybody at the same time, like. Is it nice to be in that space?
Yeah. I mean, what we figured out between us, like the way we work it is Juvie will put the fans and make the fans say it. So when it was a space where it's like, okay, y'all, we not getting along, the fans gonna tell y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm gonna put it on the fans, and then the fans start reaching out to people like what the fans was telling BG, knock it off. What the fans was telling Turk, you need to chill out, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all homies is out there getting it.
Right.
And they telling y'all, come on. You know what I'm saying? So that was the cool thing about the internet right now. Like the internet actually won that battle for us because we was like, bro, while y'all arguing, we getting this bag.
Well,
bro.
you guys are running all over the country, you know, doing cool shit.
Yeah.
I feel like there's like the flowers are being given right now at a high level to you, Juvie and Manny. I think it's dope to see this. Like,
Man, it's all love with me. I just want my brothers together. I don't want to see that. You know, I don't want to see that at all.
We should get it right.
You know,
now.
it's like say, it's like when a parent take their kid out to something, a sports event, and it's just certain things you just don't feel, you don't want to see. You feel like that's how I feel about that. Like, man, I don't want to see. I don't think that's good for TV, good for nothing. So, you know what I mean? And that's why I don't ever have nothing negative to say. You know, it's kind of like how my mama raised me. You know, you got these great platforms and these big platforms, and everybody got their eyes on you. You know, if you don't have nothing good to say about somebody, just shut up.
For sure.
Shut up. Keep your opinions to yourself, especially something that you know affect the next person. You know?
Fresh, I feel like one of the more slept-on projects in the Cash Money catalog was the Mind of Manny Fresh.
Yeah.
I feel like it gave you like an opportunity to kind of like spaz out a little on the production side.
I definitely spazzed
it was like your
out.
only time, like, where you probably didn't have to bounce anything creatively off anybody. You were like, I'm gonna just do me.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that album like is a little slept on?
Yeah, but I also think it's kind of like in a crazy way is a cult classic because there's a lot of people who like, dude, you are the craziest person on the planet, and I'm like, well, that's what happened when I'm like, I'm not making this for nobody else. I was making this for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And believe me, when I was doing it, a lot of it was interfered sometimes where they was like, dude, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do da-da-da-da. And I'm like, bro, this is the only way I know how to do this. Yeah. Y'all told me to do it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gave me the green light. Let me do it. You know, and of course, everybody wants something to be a top seller or whatever. But I had this thought of, like, this one is going to take a while. And it is that now. It became that where people were like, dude, I love this album. You know what I'm saying? And some of the cool things is, like, even Real Big was made a hit off of a video game. You know what I'm saying? That was on a video game, and that's how a lot of people was introduced to it. Right. And from starting to buy that, they went and got the album. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff can happen like in a funny way. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was on Midnight Club, and everybody's like, oh my God, I remember.
He knows Midnight Club. That was the shit that had the Chrysler 300 on the cover.
I don't even know what the hell y'all talking about. Midnight Club. That's why I'm just looking like, what?
What's that game that made me want to get a Chrysler?
Yeah.
Shout out to the Chrysler 300, quite possibly the greatest lower level weed dealer car of all time.
Hurricane Katrina took my Chrysler, I had my Chrysler fixed up, threw my damn Chrysler.
I went through all levels of like low tier weed dealer cars. I had a Dodge Magnum.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Chrysler 300. You know, them cars that you felt like, you know.
That's the hood cars.
Yeah. But, hey, not bad.
But that was the car, I think, like, even us doing that early on, we won a whole lot of fans because it was something that you can afford.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we would do those in videos, like, you know, by the dozens, and, you know, and somebody like, oh, I could go out and buy one of them. You know what I'm saying? And now rap is, you know, your favorite rapper.
They got fucking Urus.
Like, I can't get
Bugatti.
That.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
You know what I'm saying? And
it's like almost like the Tesla Cybertruck's been the most affordable rapper car in years.
Yeah.
And it's still $100,000.
Yeah. Exactly, dude.
At Juvie, I always wondered, you obviously had a dope run with UTP. I actually went to your area. I was driving from Phoenix to Tampa, and I stopped off and I ate at the hot wing spot.
Skip spot.
Skip spot.
Yeah. Okay.
They had
chicken and watermelon.
Yes, chicken and watermelon.
Yeah.
They had Obama punch, Oprah punch.
Yep. You right, bro.
And the wings were smacking.
Yeah.
But I always wondered, like I never heard. I'm sure you've told the story, but like, you know, Young Buck was with you, right?
Yeah,
and then ended up going with 50 and G Unit.
Yeah.
What ended up like? What was kind of the backstory of what happened with Buck?
It was some old backdoor stuff, man. He did, but I don't like to talk of negative. That's why I don't really speak on it. Yeah.
Because UTP was doing shit with G Unit on the mixtape circuit.
I was, and I was kind of like giving him somewhere to record too, because at the time 50 it was hard for him to record anywhere in New York. It was kind of like he was
Public Enemy number one.
Kind of like man, nobody ain't like 50, but I was in New York and I had the studio bus. So I let him use it. I let him record on there. He was coming every other day. Him and Lloyd Banks and
Yayo?
Yeah, Yayo. Every other day in there recording, man. It was all love.
That's interesting.
We recorded a couple mixtapes on there, a few songs.
What happened to Wacko and Skip? What's up with those guys?
I mean, they still doing their thing, man.
Yeah.
Skip a businessman now with the restaurants. I haven't seen Wacko lately, so I don't really know what he into, but he's still moving around though.
Can you speak to the importance and kind of? I feel like Soulja Slim's one of those guys that if you're not from your area, you don't really understand kind of what he meant to the scene.
He was what Tupac is to Oakland and California, right? He was I used to always tell him this, like, bro, you got a whole lot of talent, bro, and you got to take time out and just stop and let everybody else enjoy the talent that you got. You know what I mean? Because ain't nobody out there like you, bro. You just that different. Dude just breed hits. Yeah. When he come up with the slow motion song, it was meant for me to just be featured on his song. That song was meant for his album.
One of your biggest records, yeah.
Yeah, and he went and grabbed my brother and told my brother, like, look, you need to talk to Jude, bro. Tell him he in the system. He with Universal. I'm not. I mean, I'm over here with Kosh. No disrespect to Kosh, but
right.
He didn't look at it. He looked at it like, with me, it was gonna be.
It could go, yeah.
Put him where he needed to be, and he was right about that. So I listened. I heard him out, and I put the song on my album. You know, the bad part about it was he didn't live to see the success of the song, but he saw the beginning, but he didn't see the end. So
smash.
It was. Yeah, it's one of them situations. Every time I think of my dude, man, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
I wish he was here to be able to, enjoy it. And I'm pretty sure that was just the beginning of his hit run, because dude he made a lot of songs, bro.
For sure.
A lot of songs.
Manny, how, because, I think what was dope about the pandemic is we had all these verses, and you were one of the earlier verses.
Yeah.
And we got to kind of, I feel like a lot of people, we had to kind of be like, oh shit, I forgot. You know what I mean?
Him and
Scott Storch.
Yeah, you and Storch.
I thought,
it was.
Yeah, that's right. I'm thinking about the concerts you and KL.
Yeah.
But how cool was that? And for you, I wonder, was because there was a Verzuz stimulus package. It felt like
I was chiming in. I was mad at him.
Everybody was in the comments talking
I was
crazy.
Mad at him. I'm like, man, kill him.
They
people were choosing up in the comments.
He was not playing the song.
No, because it was scripted, dude. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people don't know. You know what I'm saying? And
I know you told me that after.
It was scripted. You know what I'm saying? And the thing was, they couldn't get nobody to go against me. They asked T-Pain. He was like, nah, man, he got too many songs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They asked Lil Jon. Jon was like, nah, man, he got too many songs, blah, blah, blah. And so Scott was like, yeah, I'll do it. And we good. But they was just like, bro, you can't come out swinging. You know what I'm saying? And Scott went a little bit off. He went. I'm like, bro. And I'm texting why this going on, and I'm like, bro, you're not sticking to what was supposed to happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What were there? What songs didn't you play? You wish you would have got off. Was there anything?
That was a lot of songs I didn't play.
It was a whole lot.
Yeah. There was a whole lot of songs I didn't play. But the thing was, it's like saying something that and I'm thinking somebody gonna change it, because I'm like, bro, you didn't do that song. That's not a song that you did. You played on that song. You know what I'm saying?
Which is different.
That's different.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you played 4 songs that wasn't your songs. So, I'm going, okay, so what do we do here?
Because when you do a beat, you're doing the whole.
Yeah.
Storch, obviously, he's played keys on a lot of big records, like Dr. Dre shit like that.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, I'm like, this not going like what y'all said.
Right.
And the one thing, I'm going to tell you what I learned right in that we are different now, because this was the beginning of a whole different way how people operate. I'm very competitive. I'm very competitive. I'm like, we good, Scott. I'm like, you're my dude. But when we doing this, I don't mess with you until we doing this until it's over. You know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of people who was like, bro, you going too hard. You're doing da-da-da-da and the skits and all of that.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you know what era I'm from?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I am not the new guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not the new guy. And what a lot of people don't know, this idea was taken from me. I was doing this before they was doing it.
I'm telling you, and I remember you.
Yeah, me, KL, Just Blaze,
I remember that.
Tim them just took the idea and turned it into something, into their thing. But we was doing this already. We was doing the producer battles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And all of that went in it.
Yeah.
All of whatever, you know what I'm saying? If you came out, you know what I'm saying, and you did whatever you wanted to do. I remember like even when
I wasn't playing certain songs. I remember that I wasn't playing certain
you know what I'm saying? So I was just like,
like,
okay, if this, because they was like, bro, we gotta have this one scheduled. It's gotta happen because blah blah blah. So we kind of just we gonna script it and it's gonna be cool. And I'm like, okay, cool. But shout out to Swiss for trying to make it right, because after that he was like, bro, I understand all of your, da-da-da-da.
Right.
But I could tell you this, what was the great thing about it is I felt like I lost something and it made me dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, if y'all took that from me, now everybody got to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? And it turned me into super DJ, super beats, everything. And I'm like, I'm going to rule the internet until this pandemic is over with.
Hey, we're about to kick off another interview brought to you by Hardin. That's right. If you're in Vegas, it's the #1 dispensary in the country, the craziest selection of premium cannabis. And all you got to do is shoot them a follow, Hardin_Las Vegas, HardinLasVegas.com. When you're in Vegas, tell them I sent you. Hey, shout out to our family at Blue Chew. That's right. A lot of people keep asking me, does Blue Chew work? First of all, of course it does. But if you don't believe me, you can get a month free supply of Blue Chew right now. All you got to do is pay $5 shipping. Go to the website, bluechew.com, use the promo code Bootleg, and you'll get a month supply for free. Now, what is Blue Chew, fellas? If maybe you're dealing with a little erectile dysfunction, it happens to everybody, all right? Or maybe you just need a little extra, a little extra pep in your step, all right? Blue Chew is the best. First of all, I've used it, and it is amazing. Just fucking massive. They give you an extra inch. At least it feels that way. All right, I can't make that claim officially, but it feels like an extra, at least a halfer. Nonetheless, same active ingredient as Viagra and Cialis, but of course in a chewable form. And there's no weird in-person doctor's visits. You do it all online. It's all done on the internet. It's delivered to your house in discreet packaging. Yeah, it's a vibe. Plus, they got the new mint chewables, which are amazing as well. Look, bluechew.com. Get your dick right, fellas. Please. Your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever you're into. Well, thank you for it. All right. Bluechew.com, promo code Bootleg. Get a month supply for free. Let's get back to the interview.
Yo, there's a specific record I want to... Can you walk me through... Because you're a DJ, for people who are ignorant to that, but you're a DJ, right?
Yeah.
And... I feel like kind of one of those like new Cash Money records past kind of like what we consider the golden age was like Go DJ, which was very much like, I felt like your brainchild. Like, can you walk me through like how Go DJ was made?
So we having a meeting because that's Carter 1, right?
Yes.
And I'm telling Wayne, I'm like, bro, at this point, Cash Money is on your back.
Because look, 500 Degreez came out and it kind of came and went.
Yeah. So I was like, Cash Money is on your back, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, so this one gotta be, like, it's gotta be the one.
Right.
I'm like, you could stop with the sound effects and all of that. Like you're not, young Wayne no more. You got to step up your game. And, he was just like, bro, I'm ready. I'm ready. But he asked, because Go DJ was actually a song from this group, UNLV. Just the part
which
of the
is like kind of the OG bounce group that kind of kicked off this whole shit.
Yeah. So he was like, man, is there any way I could do Go DJ over? So I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, I actually got a visual for it. I'm like, this is what we gonna do. I'm like, we can send all the radio DJs like camcorders and let them film them, doing their whatever they doing on air, shit, and then send it back to us, and we gonna edit all of that into the music video, right? So we hadn't recorded the song yet. We talking about it. So all right, so I get the beat done, and he come in there and he do the hook first. So I in my mind, I know this song is about to be about DJs,
right?
And he do the first verse, and it ain't got shit to do with DJs. And I'm just like, but fuck, I'm like, it's so fucking
It's so
cold.
hard, yeah.
I'm like, it's so hard, bro. I'm like, you know, and I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, I know, bro, but this is what I was feeling.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, the second verse gotta have a reference to a DJ. And he do the second, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? But by the time he finished the song, the vibe was so like in the studio, it was motherfuckers going, bro, you heard what he said? Did you just hear what the fuck? And I was like, bro, we just gotta leave it alone. I'm like, this one gonna be something that the world ain't gonna understand unless we explain. And nobody said nothing like, you know what I'm saying? Well, this shit ain't got no references to no DJs.
Right.
Like,
it was just a hit. It was a banger.
Just a hit, yeah.
No, it's crazy because it felt like that was kind of like his. I think about like the first song on the Carter was like Birdman Jr. was so hard. Like, it felt like he was just on a mission from the rip to kind of change whatever narrative people had about it.
Yeah, I mean, he stepped into his lyrical shoes on the first quarter. Like, you know.
And look, he been like that long before that. We had like little breaks on him in the beginning. Everybody, because
Yo, I remember that. Remember that album, The Tunnel? You guys had that record on The Tunnel, the Funk Flex Big Cap. Wayne fucking spazzed on that record.
He had a situation when he was younger with with a gun and stuff like that. So, his moms ain't really want him around.
Right.
Ain't want him saying no cursing. She ain't want him around none of that type of stuff. So, we were told we would give him straight directions. Wayne ain't gonna be rapping, cursing, doing no gangster stuff, none of that. So we had to figure out how to do stuff with him. And every time he rapped, he couldn't curse.
Wow.
So we was toning him down a lot. I always tell people that. I'm like, I remember back in the day we was going through interviews and I'm telling people, Wayne the Future. We used to always say that. Wayne the Future. They looking at us like, the little kid y'all got, for real. Like, I'm like, listen, bro, y'all don't trust me. If y'all hear what we hear, the stuff that he ain't even allowed to sing, he had all kind of verses that we
couldn't put out.
Yeah,
they're like, man, you can't say that. You can't say that, bro. Like,
and if you listen, and a lot of people never even really paid attention to it, but on none of them songs he cursed.
He's not cursing.
He never cursed on none of those songs.
It's wild because I never even noticed that as much as I listened to all that stuff. That's crazy.
Boy, the moment he could curse.
Yeah.
He was outside.
Yeah. Like he broke the chain.
Manny, who
he just went to cutting up.
You had such great chemistry with other artists outside of the Cash Money world, like T.I. or Jeezy. Like, who's your favorite artist that you've worked with outside of the Cash Money roster over the years?
Oh, shit. It's not even a rapper. It would be Tina Marie. You know what I'm saying? I got a chance to do Tina Marie. And, that's one when your parents called. My dad called me and was like, you fucking doing a song with Tina Marie.
Yeah.
Because that was big to New Orleans.
Right.
Tina Marie was so big. Huge to us in New Orleans. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like an icon.
Right.
Frankie Beverly or Tina Marie.
That's something your parents could be like, oh, shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And to know that was a gold record for her, you know what I'm saying? And because when I did the song, she was just like, well, I just want something like, she was like, like that song Still Fly that you gotta, or something. And I was like, no, Miss Tina Marie, we not doing that. I'm like, we gonna get a real bass player and we gonna do something real simple. And we, and I'm glad she accepted, because it's Tina Marie.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm geeked out. Like every time I'm doing it, I'm stopping and I'm like, I can't believe this shit. It's Tina Marie. This motherfucker.
Yo, so a new Snoop and Dre album has been announced. Can we get a new Juvie and Manny Fresh album?
We working, bro.
Yeah, we doing
I feel like, man, all the artists I grew up listening to, for whatever reason, they end up just stop making music together, but they'll still do shows. Y'all gotta, we need a new album.
We working on it, bro. You know what's the hardest thing? We was just talking about this. You want to evolve. You want to, you want to turn into something that, like, damn, this is my sound, but I hear it so much, I want to do something new.
Right.
But there is nothing new for us. It's just really staying on your sound. You know what I'm saying?
What
and that's
the fans
a hard thing
want.
to do.
It's hard because you guys have evolved as people.
Yeah,
but it's like,
and that's a hard thing to do. So it's one of them things that we learning how to do, to step back, to say like, you know what? We don't really have to sound like what hip hop is. And it's nothing disrespectful to the new generation, but we're not the new generation. We are who we are. But because we are older, you know what I'm saying, and it's like going like, man, do I want to do that again, or do I want to use that same drum kit?
Please do it
That's
again.
what I'm saying. So that's it was research, and I think being the DJ has showed me that, like, to say like, hey, bro, you ain't got to go find no new sound.
Guys, back that ass up, still going up in the club right now.
Yeah.
No, it's interesting because it's like you'll see artists that you loved growing up, and then they'll try to chase whatever the young kids are doing.
Exactly.
And you'll be like, man, if you
would have just stayed in your lane, did it like, you know what I'm saying, how you plug up that old drum machine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do it on Ableton. I know how to fuck with Ableton, but I ain't going
to. You can be real innovative without doing what everybody else doing. You don't have to be the follower.
Yeah, because you guys got your fans, and you guys know what your fans want to hear from you.
We got a lot of songs that was just 8 sounds. A lot of them was done just on the SP1200.
I personally like songs that don't have a lot of stuff
Extra
going on.
shit.
Yeah.
How was done on the?
It gives me room to talk my.
How was done on the SP1200?
Wow.
The whole song.
Yo, where'd you get the so what was Bling Bling made on?
Same thing, SP1200.
What's that, like that sound in Bling Bling, that real distinct it almost sounds like the sound I'm talking about that's throughout the whole beat.
Oh, the Planet Rock little thing. Yeah, that was just like the little clip, clip sound, like that was from Planet Rock. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just kind of pitched it down. Did you guys have any idea? Bling Bling obviously is one of the most important songs to your guys' story.
It is, because it winded up being a word, right?
You know how
it's in the dictionary.
Could hear a song, you could hear something, and something is special about that word. We had a song, and Wayne said, "Tell me what kind of nigga got diamonds that are bling blind."
Yeah.
And I was like, it was something about that right there. So I remember, like, I wrote the hook in my head. So you know how you gotta hurry up and get to the studio. I'm like, I gotta hurry up and record this before I forget it. You know what I'm saying? And I had done the dummy before they got there. I just done the dummy, like, bling bling. Every time I come around your city, and Wayne went right behind me and was like, nah, I got it. Let me do the hook. So it was a lot of shit that Wayne.
So you laid that hook down first.
Yeah. Because I always
put his idea.
Yeah, I would put the hook down because I knew what the beat, how I wanted the beat to sound with the hook. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, listen, I want I'm like, I'm gonna lay the hook, and whoever do it, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing was, originally it was a Big Timer song. It was a Big Timer song.
That makes sense.
You're right. It was.
Yeah, it was a Big Timer song.
You're right.
And what happened was, because we had so many songs, next up
like BG.
Was, next up was BG album.
And he said BG album needed.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm listening to
album
it. He need a song like that.
Like, I'm like, it needs this because his album was, he the hood dude out the crew.
I mean, there's two. I mean, when I think of that album, I think of that, and I think of Cash Money is the Army.
Yeah. See, Cash Money is the Army is a gangster song, right? Like, thugged out. That's who he is. He always have been the gangster out the clique, right?
Yeah.
That's his personality, right? So, that's what I liked about Manny. Manny always created a different sound for each one of us. If you listen to our albums, you will see the difference. You're like, damn, you know what? It's 4 different artists, but the music ain't the same, because he had a thing with, man, BG gonna have this sound, Juvie gonna have this sound, Wayne song's gotta be like that. It worked. Turk song had his
The
own
architect,
thing.
Manny Fresh.
Yeah.
I feel like you were one of the first, like, producers that really coined, like, talking your shit before the song would start.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like, after you, like, Swizz came along, and then, like, Jazzy Faye, but I feel like you were like you were gonna get your shit off before the song started.
I mean, the intro started becoming a big thing. You know, people were like, man, I can't wait just to hear Manny Fresh intro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying, to see what the hell he gonna say on there, or what, and it was always something that was kind of 70s musical. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what I had learned, like, I told him this recently. My dad was just like, listen, dude, start putting yourself first on a lot of these songs. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, well, why would you? He was like, because he was like, the dude who first Because my dad was a DJ before I was a DJ.
That's the one they gonna hear on the song.
He was like, that's the one who they gonna hear on the song.
No matter what.
No matter what. You know what I'm saying? So me and him would compete.
I used to always make sure
over,
that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Whose voice was first?
Yeah, whose voice was first.
I told him, I told him, oh, you know.
Yo, you know what's up?
Yeah.
That's so funny, man.
They like say the best for last. They ain't gonna even hit the last one.
Not like they ain't gonna hit it.
Yeah. Bling Bling's one of the greatest posse records of all time. You know, obviously, it's now in the dictionary. Y'all should really. I mean, do you guys? I feel like that should have been trademarked.
I think it is trademarked. I think it is. You know what I'm saying? But that's one of those things, Baby and Slim.
Yeah,
you know
that wasn't a juvie thing right there.
Yeah. There it is, man. Well, look, you guys are. How many dates left on the tour?
Shit.
We stop on the 31st of December. New Year's Eve, the last day.
Wow. So that's a lot more. I just saw you pop out of the Russell's house too.
Yeah, man.
That's my dog.
I got to take my dog back. I told him, bro, you got to go to the Russell backyard.
It's crazy. I went and it's like
the whole experience with his mom too, man.
His mom's is cooking. His dad's barbecuing.
He barbecuing. They got a spacewalk in the yard for the kids. Kids can come. I'm telling you, if you never had an experience like that, they got to check it out. And man, they got that dude, Lil Russell. He's different.
Is there any besides Lil Russell? Is there any young artists you guys are just fans of?
It's a lot of them. You know, I like Glorilla. I like Sexy Red.
Yeah.
You know, who else? Sauce Walker.
Sauce Walker's crazy.
It's a lot of artists, man. It's a lot of artists out there that I like and I have respect for.
Anybody you want to produce for, Manny?
Anybody, if you take this serious, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I hear in interviews, and the most upsetting thing to me is, you know, you got some people who say, I don't really do this. This is not what I really do. And I just
kind of fell into
that. Or I don't really rap, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, well, give it to somebody who really want to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you really do rap. You just think it's cool to say
that you don't.
Yeah, to say that you don't.
That you're nonchalant about it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I just want, give me a real artist, like, you know, with somebody who really takes this.
Why I can't say that?
Yeah.
I ain't really no rapper.
That is crazy as shit.
You're rapping, bro.
You're rapping.
Yeah.
It's your job. It's how you're paying the bills.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you
take it serious.
You rapping, bro.
This is a lucrative business.
Yeah.
I really rap. You know what I'm saying?
and you could out rap most of these guys. So
look, when them laws catch you 2-3 o'clock in the morning, which is I ain't really no rapper.
We've seen the body cam footage. Yeah, you don't know who I am.
Oh man, I'm MC. I'm MC.
That's real.
MC ain't never getting in trouble.
Well, listen, man. I'm glad to see you guys thriving right now, and I hope we get a new album from you guys.
Oh yeah,
together.
dude. Believe it or not, whenever we do songs, we still competitive. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes it a good song. You know, I know I'm not on Juvie's level of rapping, but it still inspired me to be like, man, I gotta have something on this verse that's creative, that's gonna make him say, damn, bro. I wasn't expecting you to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I could be honest with you right now. I'm in my zone as far as rappers considered, like, you know, like people don't know what I'm up to, want to know. Yeah, I'm in my zone right now. It don't happen often for me, but
you're in your pocket right now.
Oh
yeah, I am.
You're inspired.
Yeah, I'm very.
There's a lot of songs, you know, that like where I'm like, bro, I can't tell you tone it down, but you killed everybody on here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm like, what you want me to do with this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm like, you so far from what this person is doing on it, you know, until it makes the song like, damn. You know, and I know right now that might go. But that's not the way we was raised. I'm like, nah, I want the song to be super good. I want whoever the other person rapping, I'm like, bro, you gotta up your game. You gotta want to write it over after you heard Juve what he just did you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
How many songs you guys sitting on right now? That you guys?
I got a lot, bro. I got a lot of music, man. I record with everybody. I really don't like to speak on it, and you know.
What about you guys though? Like,
together. We got songs.
We got songs.
Yeah.
And not just that, I put some fresh ink to some paperwork, so be looking for it.
All the albums the older albums, like the 400 Degreez, when we dropped it, we added 2 songs that we had old. So we still got a lot of old songs, and every time we drop one of Juvie albums, we're gonna give you even some of them that was demos.
Yeah,
they'll have songs added to that was in our vault.
Fire.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Where we like, you know what? We did this one at the same time we was doing this album. It just didn't make the album. So we got a lot of songs, dude.
There it is, man. Well, Well, look, you guys are legends. I appreciate you guys sitting down with me. I was trying to find. I have all my double XLs in my damn garage, and I was trying to find my bright orange double XL cover.
Oh,
that you're on.
yeah.
I couldn't find it to bring it in to get it signed. But next time I see you, I'll try to. It was great. Yeah, of course. But listen, man, thank y'all for pulling up.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having us.
And you guys are on the road throughout the rest of the year. Louisiana Fest is in November, right?
November 2nd.
No,
tomorrow night
in
LA. Anaheim. You know, the House of Blues is going down. Me and my dog again with the 400 Degreez band. Big things.
Next year we getting Europe. What you doing?
We're doing a Euro run.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's how you get yourself in. You got to say it while you're here.
Yeah.
We in Europe, right, Juvie?
Oh, yeah. It's definitely a we. I ain't going by myself.
It's on the video. It's on video now. It's happening.
Speaking French already. We.
and there's some 400 Degreez cannabis out there, and you got rolling papers coming. You got a lot of stuff happening.
I got the rolling papers. I got the Juvie juice. I got the 400 Degreez chips. Me and my son got the hot sauce. We call it hot sauce. Y'all be looking, man. Y'all gonna see me drop my products, but check me out on my platforms at Juvenile Great on the gram. And
go follow.
I'll link you to everything from there.
Manny Fresh, appreciate you coming through too, man.
Thank you, sir.
You guys are fucking legends. I appreciate y'all's time.